right, Shalom. All right, let me get straight into this lesson. But the spirit jumped on me to go into this scene in this movie called The Matrix. And if you never saw The Matrix, I advise you to watch it, but through a spiritual lens. So it was a scene in this movie, right, when Neo had to make a decision, right? Let me go here. So he had the option from a red pill and a blue pill, right? So what did this mean? It was symbolic, right? So this red pill, it says embrace the sometimes painful truth of reality, right? So when we came into the truth, and you brothers and you sisters is waking up, this is a painful reality that we find ourselves in captivity. It's a painful reality that we got our enemies ruling over us. It's a painful reality, right, that no justice was served to the so-called Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans. The crimes, the atrocities, the rape, robbery, to this very day, nothing has changed, right? He had to learn the Most High, who he is, what's his name, what's his purpose, what's his will, all right? And the blue pill is what most of our people, the state that they in, oblivious. It says blue pill. It says remain in the blissful ignorance of illusion. And this captivates our people, right? Especially in Babylon. And our people just, through the four corners of the world, they are blissfully ignorant. And they in this illusion. They in this fantasy world, right? So let's go here. I'm going to give you an example of what I'm saying. I'm going to show you a real life example. How they have no clue what's going on. They're oblivious that we're at the end of this empire, right? It says red pill or blue pill Salakia, right? Symbols originating from the 1999 science fiction film, The Matrix. It says the pills represent a choice between remaining in a state of blissful ignorance, blue. It says, or accepting a painful reality, red, right? So the Bible is the ultimate red pill book, right? For you to wake up out of these lies, this witchcraft, this sorcery, this idolatry that you've been doing, right? And you come into this marvelous light, which be representation of this precious truth, right? That's going to liberate you, right, mentally, and then it's going to liberate you physically, right? Because we still in captivity, right? So let me go here. So I'm going to show you the contrast, what's going on with our people. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get into this video. All right, so I'm going to get into this video. I'm going to show you the congregation of the dead. Watch this.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are back with another episode of Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And we have some beautiful single ladies lined up. Make some noise, ladies! All right, so we're gonna bring out some single men one by one. Okay, and when he comes out here, if he is your type, he fits all of your check boxes, all that good stuff, do not pop your balloon. However, if there's anything you're not feeling about him, you just cannot see yourself dating this guy, go ahead and pop it, and then I'll go over to each of you, see what I ended up popping, and hopefully we get some matches, yeah?
Right, you see what it is. So the 2/3 of our people are spiritually dead, and you ask these women, do they believe in so-called God? Most of them going to say, yeah. They're going to show you that they don't know what they're talking about. They're completely lost, right? Give me 1 second. All right, it's likely about that. But this is prophecy that our people will be in this state. They'll be totally oblivious that we're at the end and things fit to go to the next level, right? They don't understand what's coming. Like I said, I bet if you ask, these Jake women, do they believe in so-called God? They're going to say, yeah. You're going to ask them, do they believe in the Bible? They're going to say, yeah, but they don't even know what's in it, right? So they into the religion of Christianity, what comes with making them feel good. And that's why they flock to these so-called churches that are nothing but motivational speakers disguised as so-called pastors. So let me get into this next video. All right, I'm going to get into this guy, Clayton Morris, were redacted. So he's going into this cashless society that's fast approaching, that's going to lead to the MOTB, right, which will be as a grain of rice implanted under the skin. And these people, our people, the 2/3 have no clue what that means. They don't know what's going on, right? And they're going to take this, right?
Gobbled up, of course, by the larger banks. They told us this, and now CNBC acknowledging this, that is front page news. So we'll get there in a second, though. But first, one way to control a population, of course, is to control everything that you buy. And the best way to do that is to eliminate cash, because with cash you can remain anonymous. One of the largest banks in Australia, I don't know how to say this in Australian English, Macquarie Bank, I'm going to say Macquarie Bank, just announced it's going cashless. And it will not allow customers to deposit or withdraw cash or checks from its office branches starting this month.
All right, do you hear this? It's a very serious thing that's, right, coming down the pipe, right? So, our people have no clue that this is getting ready to happen. They don't understand how serious it is. They don't know, Babylon is close, it's getting close to, it's time to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? That time is fast approaching, right? But the MOTB must come first, right? So you have tensions in the, so-called Middle East, which is Asia, right? You got all these conflicts. You got the Ukraine war. You got the so-called, the Israel war, and you got the BRICS nations, right? And they get ready to go digital. They want complete control. And do these Jakes know about this? Hell no. They can tell you about Beyonce's last concert, though, right? They can tell you what outfit she had on, right? So this is prophecy that the people will be in this state. They'll be in oblivion, right? Damn near in a different dimension than we in. That's why we are locked in and we're anticipating things to get very bad soon, right? And by you anticipating something, you can brace yourself for it. These people in the world have no clue what's getting ready to happen, right? But you've been briefed on the plans of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? It says anticipation. So we have the spirit of anticipation, which ties into the spirit of prophecy, right? We don't have our heart and soul, so to speak, invested in America. We don't want to build on another person's house, right? So this is so-called white man empire. Why would you want to build on top of his house, so to speak? You want your own kingdom. It says anticipation is excitement. It says waiting eagerly for something you know is going to happen. Do you hear that? Right? It says foresight, right? So we're anticipating all hell to break loose. We're anticipating on them to bring in this MOTB, right? But most of our people stuck in a matrix. Let's go here. It says the matrix, the matrix trilogy suggests that everyone has the individual responsibility to make the choice between the real world and the artificial world. So this world that you call America is an artificial world. They got fake money. Everything is GMO, right? Fake people, right? This is a bugged out society when you really think about it. Everybody for themselves, right? Check this out. At the top, it says the matrix was created to keep humans alive and docile. You hear this? And when you really go into the word docile, it means to teach, right? But I'm using this in a way that you brothers and you sisters know it. Docility as a sheep. That's why Yahweh Shah said he came, but not only to the lost sheep. If you know any characteristics about a sheep, they are docile, right? They have to be led, right? Okay, so let's go to the scripture here. It's the book of Luke 17 and 28. So the people was in a docile, right, comfortable state. All right, Luke 17 and 28. They have no clue what's getting ready to hit this earth. It says, likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, all right, like the days of Noah, right? It says they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built it. Let's go to this read on top, right? Just like the way they worded it. Check this out at the top. It says, Luke 17:28, New Living Translation. It says, and the world would be as it was in the days of Lot. People went about their daily business, right? It's heavy, eating and drinking, buying and selling, farming and building. So regular life as usual, business as usual, right? People going about their everyday business. This will be going on towards the end. And you can't take our people serious when they say he's spiritual. They're usually into some kind of witchcraft, tarot card readings, right into some bugged out zodiac signs when they say they're spiritual in most cases. Right? They're spiritually dead. Romans 8:6. It says, for to be carnally minded is death. So word about this flesh and it totally consumes you, that's death. So these people trying to meet their loved one, right? They're trying to meet that person, right? Going back into prophecy. But yet all these terrible things are going on around them. But they're oblivious. They spiritually dead to be, they're not aware of what's going on. It says, but to be spiritually minded, it starts with a mind. You know, the mindset starts in your mind, I meant to say. So a mindset determines your actions, what you do and you don't do, right? It starts in the mind. It says, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, because we anticipating all hell to break loose. We're anticipating World War III, right? We're anticipating them to chip, coming with this hot chip, right? And we're telling you before it happens, right? Revelation 19:10. It says, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. Am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Mashiach, right? Worship Yahweh. For the testimony of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy, right? Prophecy, prophesying, telling you what's going to happen before it happened. Not a motivational speak. Not a motivational speak to get you over the week. No, this ain't what this is, right? So what is going to be, Jake? It's going to be the red pill or the blue pill, right? And we know they coming with this system. They're gonna crash out the dollar. I was watching his beloved brother Tom Zapaya. He was going into the universal basic income. That's gonna be the bribe for them to give you that micro C-HIP, right? The universal basic income, right? And that's why they're starving everybody out. That's why homes are so expensive. And there's more people, right? I had read this article that people, a lot of people are like renting right now. It is more unaffordable than buying a home. And that's when that devil, Charles, Sharp or whatever, said you will own nothing and be happy, right? This is the Great Reset, the New World Order. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rachak, Kodash. Shalom.